So we just went to the gym to see if we get on the treadmill. One treadmill available, the other one's broken. So we pretty much thought, why not run outside? It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's been pretty hot today. We got here. What time do we get here? Just over 1 o'clock. That's where we're going to be swimming tomorrow. Just 2k out and back, as many lengths as we can get in for the 2k, as well as the gym session. So it's going to be just an arm session, I think, at the gym. A little bit of core. There's not too much equipment in there. So this is the running route. Try to get a little bit of content, but I've got on off, so it's going to be a tough run to get in, especially in a bit of heat. We're not used to this. It's normally cold and wet. So we shall see how we get on. This is the route of where we're headed. Just a nice, easy 10-minute warm-up. I was meant to actually do this session yesterday. What happened was, I only had an hour and 5, and I saw 6 times that mile on, mile off. I didn't realise it was just 6 miles in total, and only, 3 mile of effort, 3 mile at like a steady pace. So that's going to be the game plan. 10-minute warm-up, a mile on at 3:55 a k, then a mile off at 4:30. So pretty much like a lactate threshold run into a longer run pace. And this is going to be a 2k loop, so yeah, it should be decent. Try some good footage. The views on this place are absolutely sensational. So I was actually here in Menorca about 7 weeks ago. That was for 10 days. This is just for bank holiday weekend. So come today on the Friday, go back Monday, late afternoon. I thought, especially if you live in the UK, you're going to travel from where I'm based a good 3 to 4 hours down to the beach, or if you was to go to the Highlands, be a bit further. So I thought, jump on a plane, come back out to Menorca, so we're here. So 5 minutes done on the warm-up, 5 more to go, and this one's uphill. All good stuff. So just finished up on the session and I'm absolutely dripping. That was pretty tough. Still 29 degrees, and the mile efforts on the recovery is they're meant to be around 4:30 to 4:45, but I pushed it back to 5 because I just struggled to heart rate just didn't want to come down. So pretty tough one, but we got it banked. I think it was just under 12k in total. So a good session done. Now shower, refuel, and relax pretty much. Good one banked. So we have literally just finished breakfast, gym session, and now it's time to chill out for the day. I'm going to do a swim later on, just as over there. There's like a segregated area where you can go out or back, so we'll be aiming to go for around 2k today. Yesterday's run was super tough. I think probably only having 4.5, 5 hours sleep from flying the day before never helped. So it was a good run yesterday. Overall I was hitting around 3:55 to 3:58k on the efforts for the miles, which is where I needed to be honest. However, the long run pace I needed to hit for the miles off didn't manage to hit those. I was probably about 30 to 45 seconds slower each of those miles, but overall we got a good session banked. So the rest of today we're planning to get some bikes around here, but we couldn't get any because there's none left apparently. So it's going to be either a walk or we're just going to do a light jog, recovery run 4k to the coffee shop, grab myself a good coffee and Amy of course, and then be trying to chill out for the rest of today, which should be good. We're only here the rest of today and a full day Sunday, and then we head back Monday afternoon. So it was only a short break coming over here, and I wanted to just come and see what it was like, to be fair. I think when you come to places for like 3 nights, you actually get to see a lot more of the place because you try and maximise everything you can do in that time you're here. But overall it's good, weather's good, we're getting tan. We've done a gym session this morning. So the gym session I was meant to be doing, I have my own coach for the sessions I do. I was meant to be doing some French contrast training today, which is a lot more power, speed focused, I believe. Some of the things we couldn't get access to, like that only went to 10 kilo dumbbells, which is not much use. It's okay for the jump squats I was doing. So pretty much a run through on the session we did. So just 4 or 5 minutes on the bike just to get blood flow. We did a little bit of mobility, some dead bugs, more stretch, all that sort of thing. If you know about those. Then we went into obviously some strength pieces. So we went into a cable chest press and then straight into a ceramic press. So just firing it from the shoulders, core, and just working overall posture with those. Once we done those, we tried to mix it up with the original French contrast training I was doing. So I did 5 dumbbell jump squats, and then I went into 5 broad jumps and then 5 heavy leg extensions. It was meant to be front squats, broad jumps, and then some banded jumping extensions, but couldn't get access to a band as well. So we made the most of it, and then finished off with some lap and downs and curls. Went typical bro session towards the end, which is always good fun. But yeah, it's been a good start to the day today, and I will be trying to document a little bit. It's not just here. I probably won't do loads here because I'm trying to chill out the whole day. But when it comes to coming back home, I'm going to try and keep these weekly to bi-weekly YouTube sessions of long form content, because people see a lot on Instagram, short stories, a bit of insight to what I do. So I'm going to share what I'm doing with my business, my work, where I'm pushing that, building lean athletic people, and then we'll be looking at my own training across the running, which is not too far from the next race, November Nice Marathon. I haven't put a massive emphasis on the marathon block compared to when I was in Brighton, aiming for sub 3, where I did 2:59, as I'm training for a half Ironman as well. So if I can run another sub 3 in Nice, ideal. If whatever happens for that race happens, I'm more concerned about the triathlon, half Ironman. Given that a good batch, and I did a triathlon last weekend, Blitzfield triathlon, so that was pretty tough, to be honest. We did a 1500 metre swim at the reservoir, and it was super choppy, which I'm not used to that, and it was a good challenge for me though. It puts me in good prep for when I do swim in the sea for other races, so I was quite happy it was like that. It kind of teaches you how to keep yourself calm in those situations and not panic when in the water. And then the bike was almost rolling hills. There's a few harder sections. I've done about 32 kilometers an hour, so I'm pretty happy with the bike. I know I've got more to push. I can probably push back 34.5 kilometers an hour across, I would say, a 90k. So that's going to be the aim when I come into my half Ironman. And then the run, which is probably one of the best runs I've had after a swim and a bike during the triathlon. I managed to do 358k for, it's just over 10k, so it's 40 minutes 14. So I would have ran a sub 40 for the 10k, so it puts me in a good position. I still got so much to work on. I'm such a, I would say, novice in my head, in my mindset of like where I want to be pushing with it. I've got loads to work on the swim, bike and run. I think one of my best things for that last triathlon, my transitions, like they're so much better than they normally were. It normally takes me about 25 minutes to get the switch between each, so it was a lot quicker. And in terms of a rundown of kind of everything else work-wise, it's been so good this last kind of 4 to 6 weeks especially. I've really been revamping members have more educational videos across training, nutrition, and really specific to them, and been onboarding a couple of new people this week. One guy from Bahrain, which is so cool, especially when you get somebody overseas. And then a good friend and client of mine as well that I trained with a few weeks ago, Jamie, came over from Ireland. He flew over, and he's coming again next week. So I'm going to try and get a little bit more content of us training together, because we absolutely hammered it that weekend. And it's good to have somebody in and around your standard to push you on even more when you're training. So that would be my top tip, to be fair, to anyone that's training. Literally find someone that's around your ability or a bit better than you, so they can push you on, as it'll make you a better athlete overall. I'm going to go shower now because I stink, and then I'm going to go jump in there and chill out. Catch you later.